I was getting ready to do it. I could just tell I was going to cough. Hey. Frozen, can you do it, please?
Sure. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Brainal.net's, six? What?
I can tell you're making this up as you go along.
Oh, of course. I got nothing written down. Do this live. Episode 6 of the Brainal Podcast. I am Frozen GFX, joined by
Mr. Giggles,
Jepi, no.
Jepi Condile, who seems to be rapidly turning into a zombie.
Yes.
You are expelling massive amounts of fluid through
No. Phlegm.
Yes, I'm sorry, phlegm. Okay, yes, phlegm out of your body. And see, the sounds that you're making now are zombie-like. So I'm very glad that I don't live near you.
How you doing, man? Oh, man.
I'm doing a lot better than you, apparently.
Yeah. I'm not. For people who don't know, I am recovering from being sick. So,
Although you wouldn't sound like it.
right. Well, the recovery phase, it doesn't mean I'm back 100%, but I'm just, like you said, expelling a lot of phlegm.
Yes. Or apparently fluid is what I thought it was.
Yeah. All right. So, what have you been playing this week, Frozen?
What have you been... try that again. What have I been playing? Well, pretty much the same stuff I've been playing before. Definitely doing Battle Islands. I can't stop that game. Destiny, doing a lot of Crucible in Destiny.
To me.
You and I have played some of that.
Yeah.
We were talking about that briefly yesterday. How it just feels right now. Feels good. As far as anything else, oh, that's right. I started Riven.
How's that going?
Oh, it's great.
Nice.
Well, it's such a drastic change, not only graphically but also the way that they are telling the story from the first, from Myst itself. No, I don't think the video's out yet, but when it does come out, you'll be able to see. It's like light and day. The difference between
Light and day?
Light and day.
Light and day. You mean night and day?
Yes, that's
Doesn't
what I
day
mean.
have light?
I mean, day and night.
How many years how many years were they apart? You know what I mean? I can't think of it now.
Apparently,
as far as their
we
releases.
Apparently.
Apparently. I can't even laugh.
You know what? I think the original game came out in 94 and the sequel, I want to say 98, so maybe about 5 years, 99, something like that.
Yeah, I imagine they got a lot of money from the first game. They definitely improved how they did the game.
Yeah, I mean it's amazing. It is, like I said, it's light and day.
Light and day.
Light and day. All right.
That's awesome, man. Anything else you've been playing?
I started Journeyman Project. And talk about feels of nostalgia.
Oh. Did you really just start it, or did you just watch the opening?
When I say started, I watched the opening and I stood in the room and
crying,
just
expelling fluids.
Yeah. And just, man, it was so many memories came back from that game. I think that game, and it's not a renowned game, but it's definitely one of those, like, I guess, cult following type games.
I don't even think that, man. Like, to be honest with you, I think we're the only two people who love that game.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's definitely an amazing game. And I didn't even record the first time I played it because I messed up on my recording, so I just enjoyed it. Yeah, I just enjoyed it,
Okay.
but I didn't do anything. I didn't progress.
Well, so at least you didn't play a whole bunch and realize you didn't. Okay, that's
Yeah, I literally just started it, listened to the music, and stood in the room like, oh man, this
that's
game.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
Are you gonna end up playing the other ones?
If I can
Second and
find
third
them,
one?
yeah, if I can find them, I will.
I know the second one or the third one. I forgot which one. They're on GOG.com.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know about the first one. Are you playing Turbo or are you playing the original?
No, yeah, I'm playing Journeyman Project Turbo.
Gotcha. And wasn't there like a Pegasus edition?
Yeah, there was a Pegasus, and then there was, oh man, like a third installment of the game, or second and third installment of the game, something like that. But I didn't really play those. I just kept playing Journeyman Project Turbo over and over.
I never played the original release. I only played German Project Turbo. And what was the idea with Turbo? I think the main thing was you can traverse quicker.
You know what? I don't know the difference. I would imagine though that the graphics were a lot better, and yeah, you probably are able to go to places a lot quicker.
Gotcha. That's so cool, man. And weren't you mentioning? I think it was like either you said to me or last week or whatever. Shivers.
Yeah, Shivers. It is on deck. I haven't started that. I do have it installed, and I just ran a couple tests to make sure that it is working correctly, which it seems to be.
Cool.
The one of the issues that I had with Riven, I thought I can start that through my Windows 8 because what I have is the like the Masterpiece Edition, or like an anniversary type collector's disc for all three of those games, Myst, Riven, and Exile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I thought maybe I would be able to play it, but it froze and then crashed on me a few times, so I had to load up the virtual box to do that.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's cool, man. I'm really excited to see that.
Yeah, what about you? What have you been playing?
I finished Yoshi's Woolly World.
Wow, you
and-
finished it?
Yeah, it was this morning actually.
Oh, wow.
And today is November 6th, 2015.
Yeah, nobody cares about the day. That's why I didn't say it.
So I finished it, and I should be starting to edit the review, put things together. I wanted to do it today, but with my voice the way it is, I can't record the voiceover just yet. So I'm gonna wait a few days to do that.
Gotcha.
So that means I know Black Ops 3 is on its way to me.
Oh, really?
Well, let me
are
pose a
you
question
game
real
flying
quick
it?
pertaining
Yeah,
to this.
game flying
Has any other game that we've played
And
done that?
Game flight.
And if they did, do we know why they did it?
and then what else is coming in? Fallout 4 should be coming in fairly soon.
Oh man, I want that so much.
Yeah, that's gonna be a pain in the butt to review, man. That's gonna be
A review on that game, it's gonna take like 3 years.
yeah, and that's just to watch it,
Yes.
watch the reviews. It's crazy. But so I finished Yoshi's Woolly World. I really liked it, but I had some certain qualms with it that didn't reveal themselves until toward the end of the game, because I started to realize certain things about the game that they could have done better. But overall, I really did like the game.
That's good.
Destiny, obviously you've said that already. So when I was sick, which was a couple days ago, I essentially took the day off and I started playing the Talos Principle. And
That's right.
I love that game, man. I love that game so hard.
Yeah, that seems like a really fun, interesting game. I did see the first video you put up on that.
Cool. Because the first video's worth of material, I've done that part before, so I was going through it fast. I need to see how the other videos look, because I'm thinking of just cutting it to 30 frames per second, just so it's not so smooth. As far as there's something if the camera motion is not organic, like how typical PC, like old school PC games are.
Okay.
If there's no bobbing or whatever.
Right.
This is me personally. The higher the frame rate, the more nauseating it can be. So I'm thinking of just doing 30 frames per second. I did like I think 4 or 5 parts worth that day. So I think part 6 and on might be edited. Oh no, parts 2 and on. I could do it. I can force it to be 30 frames per second. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm digging that game. But this morning I played a game that was very interesting. It's a mobile app, and yeah, this is the closest to augmented reality that's ever been, but not so visual, and not as visual as most AR games are, but it's more audio or auditory. So this morning I started running, and I I downloaded this app called Zombie Run.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and basically, you know, they have it's a cool mixture of it's like a radio show, but like you're part of the radio show, your character, and it's obviously tied to how far you've walked or ran, or
Yeah.
and then also how fast you go in certain parts. So the first episode was 36 minutes long. I remember. Now I couldn't sleep last night, so one thing I've been learning to do is like if I can't sleep, I'm just gonna do something. So I just went like 4:30 in the morning, and I took my dog, and we just went to. I never thought to do this. There's a house neighborhood uphill from where I'm at. It's a fairly nice one, and so we're going out there, but it's dark. It was very misty, and also started raining. And I'm listening to it, and you could play. I think it has internal music, but by default it plays like music you want music that's already on your smartphone as far as yeah. So I'm listening, and it starts off playing Poltergeist by Deftones. And then it's just, and I hear, and I had high expectations based on the reviews, but I didn't expect it to be this good, where they're not talking to the whole time. The situation is like somebody was in a helicopter, was shot down, and I think I was in a helicopter, and I survived the crash.
Yeah.
And then somehow some people are communicating with me through a radio that I picked up, and basically, whenever you reach certain, I don't want to say arbitrary, but to them it's like certain distances, you pick up supplies. And every once in a while, they'll tell you like, "Oh, now that doesn't matter in which direction you run or anything, but they'll tell you, oh yeah, before you finally get to the base, we'd love it if you run through this hospital, pick up some supplies and stuff." And I'm running, and then or I'm jogging, and then I'm picking up certain things, and then something weird would happen, and then they tell me, "Oh, zombies are after me, run, run," and then in those intervals, you're supposed to run fast enough to outpace the zombies. If the zombies catch up with you, then they start taking supplies away from you. And it was actually done really well to the point where I completely forgot I was running. I was just enjoying the story.
Nice. That's awesome.
And then the weird thing was, at the end, the voice acting was excuse me, the voice acting was superb. But at the end, there was this plot twist I didn't see coming, or I didn't see it coming too soon, or that early in the story, and it was I was running. I'm like, oh damn, I verbalize it out loud, and I just really thoroughly enjoyed it. And there's at least like 200 something episodes or whatever, and then and the cool thing is that the supplies you get. There's a meta. There's this one. Yeah, it's a meta game of it's I don't know what you would call it, like a SimCity style game where you create a base or whatever.
Okay.
And the supplies you pick up by working out are used to build the base, and then you could hold more people in it. And there's a separate game within the app too, and that's I'm working through that right now. That's pretty cool. I can't wait to do it tomorrow, man. I really can't wait.
Man, that's great, man. That's a very innovative way to get people moving and exercising, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. And I the little things I was really impressed with was, the volume of their voiceovers on top of the music. It was mixed so well that it was as if this was a whole package. It was really cool. So, yeah, that was awesome.
That's great, man.
Thanks, man. I can't think of anything else I've been playing. Oh, yeah, Soma. We've been playing more Soma.
Yeah, the hell with that game.
Hey, man, we got past that one part.
Yeah, but what else is next? Man, I don't know how you do these things, man.
Oh, I thought you said Ip Man. I'm like, there's an Ip Man game?
No.
That'd be cool.
Would be dope, yes. It'd be awesome, but no.
Dude, man, I don't know. I like being scared.
Clearly, and running around away from zombies at 4:30 in the morning when you're running through the hills, Silent Hill, basically.
Yeah. I was thinking about that question you asked last week.
Does this sound like a money decision to anybody?
I'm still sticking with
besides
Mass
me?
Effect, but a part of me was like, I would love to live in Silent Hill.
Oh my God.
I really would. It would be nice. It's quaint.
Those
Quaint
nurses,
and
though.
cozy.
Yeah, those nurses.
Dude. Yeah, I should have said Pyramid Head. That's what I'd be. Oh, man. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing. But watch a lot of movies too. But that's not what this is about.
Gotcha. Well, you just mentioned movies, and one thing I haven't seen yet. I saw like a teaser trailer for Warcraft, the movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer either.
Pretty excited about that, and I haven't seen the full trailer. I think it released today, but
that's because of BlizzCon. BlizzCon's going on now.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think Linkin Park's playing there. Usually it's Metallica.
Well, in any event, the teaser trailer that I saw was probably like 25 seconds or something. That looked amazing, so I am definitely interested in that, and I know Giggles will definitely be on board with that as well.
Do you know when the movie's supposed to come out?
No, I actually don't.
Gotcha. You know what's so strange? This wasn't on my list of things to talk about. Is what do you feel of? I never really got into StarCraft at all, but I know they are starting to release more content for StarCraft 2. What do you feel? How do you feel about the Blizzard's approach to the content release of things like StarCraft? As far as like how long over years, like you'll see expansion packs or something come out.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm pretty familiar with that with World of Warcraft when I was playing that. And they have maybe like 3 or 4 expansions or something like that now. And so StarCraft 2, I think, is another one that
just to
maybe
build on Frozen's
but
point.
I'm completely guessing here. I don't know.
I
for
think
sure.
that's absolutely true.
I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that because when you remember when Street Fighter 4 came out, right?
Yeah.
And then it wasn't. I don't think it was even a year after it came out where Super Street Fighter 4 came out.
At most a year.
At most, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't remember either.
In that type of case, like I get upset because, okay, you're going to implement new characters, or you're going to implement new things, and the mechanics of the game. Why can't you do that as a update or, something like that, right?
Right.
With these type of games, with like these strategy games or mass multiplayer online games, I can see why. I can justify why these expansions would add on to the story and also add on to the gameplay and the mechanics of the gameplay. Because, you're, and I'm speaking strictly PC with these games, you are installing software that can only do so much, and you're installing updates to that existing software. So when a new expansion comes in, it's kind of a complete overhaul for that. And it also introduces newer story that, quite possibly can be massive to download if you were, to do that as a system update or whatever. So, but
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
but also the other thing to that is there's significant amount of time between the original game that came out, the first expansion, the second expansion, so on and so forth. So you can definitely involve yourself in the original story, then the expansion, and feel a sense of accomplishment that yes, I've done all of these. And yeah, I would love to see what else is out there. What new content, what new areas or new races can I explore? It gives you the time. In my experience, it gave me the time to appreciate what I have, and then also would like more instead of just them dropping more and I'm not completely ready for it.
Yeah. When did the StarCraft 2 come out?
Oh man, StarCraft 2. It's a good question.
See, this is the thing for me. I think MMOs and StarCraft is
Do you want to
RTS,
elaborate
right?
on what that
Like,
is?
so those two game styles are so different where I just don't now granted I don't know the story of StarCraft 2. But let's say I just don't understand why they still call it StarCraft 2. Why not call this StarCraft 3 or StarCraft 4? If they do continue one story, hold on a second. I don't. It's such a long time to draw out a whole story, you know, and I feel like that might be unfair. I understand with MMOs, I understand expansions and stuff like that, but when it comes to something like StarCraft, that's definitely not an MMO, and the pacing of the content release just seems. Unless it's just look, they're just trying to perfect it. They want to make it perfect. I can respect that.
Yeah, and then I mean, there's a huge competitive thing with those type of
Right,
RTS
but that
games.
still does not make it MMO.
No, I agree. I definitely agree. And I'm not, and I don't play StarCraft 2, so I can't speak intelligently about it as far as why these expansions are coming out. I don't know what they entail. If there's new, I don't know what at all, but I can see I can see what you're saying and the differences between that because with the MMO, it is story based as opposed to StarCraft 2. I know there's a story in it, but I think a lot of people are really playing it for that multiplayer, player versus player type of thing.
Yeah. I don't know the setup of the game at all. I'm looking it up now and I'm trying to see.
It looks like it came out in 2010.
Yeah, that's 5 years ago, man. And I think I know there was one other at least one part that came out between then and now. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, expansions. There we
go. Yeah, expansion 2013.
Heart of the Swarm. So they had two.
So this is the second one.
I think this might. Wait, I think this might be the third one.
I see here second expansion, Legacy of the Void, which was is set for November 10th, 2015.
And I also see Heart of the Swarm. And the original one is Wings of Liberty. That's what I see. But what's the one coming out now? Or is the one coming out now, Legacy of Void?
Yeah, the one coming out.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. All right, got you. Yeah, that's just, I mean, like, man, but maybe StarCraft 2 is just that universe. Not so much, I guess, in the story, just that specific universe. But it's all good. I was just curious. Speaking of Blizzard, so two things with this one. So I think we did talk about Overwatch before, right?
Maybe briefly.
Okay. Are you familiar with Overwatch?
You're going to have to remind me.
So Overwatch is Blizzard's... Is it... Oh, wait. Is it... No, yeah, Blizzard, because Valve has Team Fortress. So Overwatch is Blizzard's take on a shooter. I think it's a arena shooter. And that was... They originally... I read an article saying that from the from the inception of that game, they built it for consoles. So actually, I wasn't aware of that. I thought it was just going to come out at least first for PC, but they said Overwatch is going to be coming out at least before June 21st of next year to all the consoles, all the major current consoles, as well as obviously PC. And Battleborn, which is Gearbox's equivalent, essentially, is was delayed to May 3rd, 2016. But the thing was, Gearbox been pushing Battleborn back. Excuse me. But one day they have Battleborn. They said that Battleborn was delayed to May 3rd of next year, and then a couple days after that, they announced Overwatch is going to come out before June 21st. If Battleborn has to release their stuff before Overwatch. If they don't, they're going to be screwed. And it's one of those unfortunate scenarios for Battleborn. And again, this is all guessing. That they'd have to release it before, just to maximize as much as they can make before Overwatch comes out. Because once Overwatch comes out, I feel like that's going to dominate that style of gameplay, at least on consoles. So I think, I don't know, I feel like Gearbox is they might be in the red for Battleborn, but they sat on their hands for too long. If they would have released that properly, like now, I think they would have. Well, I know Battlefront's coming out soon, but or maybe like in the summer, last summer, I think they would have done really well. But they keep pushing it back, and I think it's because they're starting, again, in speculation, I think they're starting to realize how similar their game is to other crap. You know? They're like, oh, because I think they announced theirs, and then Overwatch was announced. And I think they realized what I realized, like, we can't compete with Blizzard. And then it's going to be, I think they're making adjustments to it to make it different. And I just think it's going to, you know how I feel about Gearbox. I'm going to be quiet because I don't want to get too crazy on it.
Right.
I wish him the best, though, because at least Battleborn does seem to be, they don't seem to be milking that Borderlands cow. But I'm guessing. I'm guessing when Battleborn comes out, they're going to also announce, like, Borderlands 3 or something, because they're going to have to go back to that well. They're going to have to.
Yeah. Well, here's an opportunity for Gearbox to change your opinion. Gearbox, if you're listening, you'd like to reach out to us, feel free.
Yeah. Okay, another thing. So, finally, Kojima Productions LA is closed officially.
Yes, I saw that.
So, there's really nothing much more to say about that, but Hideo, whoever you are, make Silent Hills for me.
Did you say whoever you are or wherever you are?
Oh, I meant to say wherever you are.
Whoever you are.
Oh, man. Yeah. Wherever you are. Hideo, whoever you are. whoever you are.
Hey, you never know. He could be in disguise.
What if I look in the mirror and I'm Hideo? I'm like, oh, my God. One more thing. No, two more things. Activision buys King Digital Entertainment for $5.9 billion.
What?
Do you know who King Digital Entertainment is?
No.
They are the people who made, what's that game called? Is it Candy Crush?
Oh.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yep. I don't care.
Next.
As long as they don't buy Zombie Run. I don't want that. And this one, this pisses me off. This really pisses me off.
Oh.
Because, and I'm not even a Sonic fan. I really am not. And when I play Smash Brothers, Sonic is the character I hate the most. I hate him so much. But Sega released a statement saying this past week that they promised that Sonic games wouldn't suck anymore.
Okay.
I've heard a few of the 3D Sonic games are pretty good. I've heard that. I haven't played any of them. So for anyone listening, keep in mind, I have little to no hands-on experience with Sonic. But I do feel like that is something that is either being pillaged too frequently by Sega because they can't think of anything better to do. They should have just released Shenmue 3 a long time ago.
Yeah, preach.
You know? Right? For my soapbox.
Or your
but-
gearbox.
I would stand on it. Yeah, they do. Anyway, I was thinking of so did you play any of the original Sonic games?
I played Sonic on the Game Gear back when I was a child.
Oh wow.
Well, that was about it.
That's 6 AA batteries, right?
Yeah, for all of 10 minutes of gameplay.
Man. I started off with a Super Nintendo, and
Right.
then
I mean,
eventually got
in a way, isn't
the
it
Sega
one
Genesis.
kind of a
and I'm
step towards
definitely not
the other?
knocking the Sega Genesis at all. But I kind of missed the Sonic boat to begin with, but whenever I was over at a friend's house and they had it and I played it, it was always fun. But I never played a game straight, and I feel like I do have fond memories of Sonic 2. I really do. And I remember Sonic and Knuckles coming out. That was a big deal. But the original team that made those games, not here. They are not part of Sega anymore. And they keep trying to make Sonic games, and they've just never been up to par, even when it went to like 3D. And then Sonic Boom came out last year, and that just failed completely. I think whoever's running Sega are very like-minded with the people who run Konami. As far as they don't really understand the pulse of what gamers want or anything.
Well, that's a huge claim.
Well, I feel like with Sonic, I feel like what they've done is they've looked back at, they're like, okay, what's popular? And obviously they're going to compare to Mario. And like, oh, Mario Galaxy was great. Why? Because you could go from this little, planet to this one. And they try to do that with Sonic. Oh, I forgot what that was. It was a few years ago. But the point is, they look at it. This is as if okay, they look at popular games, like really good games, but they don't play them. They look at the back of the box art and they see the bullet list, the checklist of what's there, and they're like, we need these things in the Sonic games. But I hate to say it, the people who are developing them, I don't think they know what the hell they're doing. And I think what they needed to do is not pillage Sonic so frequently. Give Sonic a good 4 years of no Sonic games and just really take the time to develop from the ground up a very good, simple Sonic game. But they kept it.
I hear you.
Yeah. But either way, so that was all the news that I saw that kind of interested me. Anything you saw this week?
Let me think here. As far as news, no, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm not, I don't actively seek a lot of gaming news. I should start doing it.
No, that's fine. I just didn't know if there was anything you want to talk about before break.
Yeah. So, Black Friday's coming up.
Yeah.
Do you want to list any predictions as far as maybe what, let's say, the PS4 or the Xbox One will drop down to, if they will drop down in price?
Well, I don't think that's really gonna happen. Across the whole market. I know the PS4 just recently, I think we mentioned in episode 1 or 2, dropped their price $50, and I think when it comes to Black Friday, I don't think it's really them. I think it's a retailer thing. So it's more or less like, what would Best Buy, what would they discount their PS4 and offering which games, opposed to GameStop or something?
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
But I try and tell people, there's certain people I talk to, and they're thinking about getting a console. I'm like, at this point, just wait till Black Friday. Just wait. You get much better deals, get much better bang for your buck. But yeah, I can't think of anything. Well, one thing I'm curious about is Nintendo. I could see Nintendo. Wait, hold on. No. Because last year, Microsoft did an overall market thing. Yeah, I forgot about that. Microsoft dropped the price of the Xbox One to $350, but the way they originally, and this might have been how they originally intended it, from $400. They made it seem like this was a holiday exclusive deal, but this was across the whole board. It was not retailer exclusive. And then I think when they saw the sales, they sold a crap ton. They made it a permanent price drop in January. But I don't know if they intended to do that from the get-go or if they just reacted to that. Either way, I thought it was a smart move. I'm curious to see what Nintendo's going to do with the NX rumored to come out next year. If they want to sell those Wii U's, man, they got to drop that to... They have to have a ridiculous combo and like a bundle. Like you got to have games, extra control, for no more than $250. I don't even know how much they retail for now. I think they're like $300 or maybe if they were $200. If they drop them down to $200, Nintendo's going to have to do that, I think.
Yikes.
But I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. They obviously know their next move. They're working on that. And I have no problem them trying to get rid of as many Wii U's as possible at this point. I think that's a good shot. The problem is they don't have the quote-unquote killer games that were supposed to come out are not coming out. They were delayed. Zelda was supposed to come out, like now.
Right.
What else was pushed? I forgot. But now they just have Yoshi's Woolly World, and Xenoblade Chronicles looks promising, but that's such a niche.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know how well that would do anyway here. Yeah, I don't know, man. I personally love Black Friday, but not so much for the deals, just because it's a thing that my parents and I like to go to. Years ago, we'd camp out, but now they're doing things where it's like the open. Actually, I don't agree with doing it this early. They'll open essentially around Thanksgiving dinner time.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
The day before, and I'm like, that's not cool. But it's just something I like to do with my parents, and we just hang out. Sometimes we go places, we don't pick anything up, it doesn't matter. But sometimes you'll go, and you'll just see, like, Blu-ray movies, like, for, like, $2, or, like, the ones that you love.
Right.
Like, oh, man. Or get some pillows.
Pillows.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of pillows last. I like very thin pillows, but the pillows I tend to like, they don't last long. I don't like.
You like
pillows.
thin pillows?
Yeah.
What kind of monster are you?
Turning into a zombie.
Yeah, no doubt.
But yeah, I don't know. Black Friday. Do you have any predictions?
I think it's going to be. I think Microsoft is going to throw money at every single type of advertisement they can.
I agree. They definitely would have to.
And I think they are going to drop it down. How much is it now? $3.99?
$3.50.
I think they'll drop it down to.
And a lot of retailers have already dropped both console prices down to $300 temporarily.
Really?
Yeah. And they also include like controllers and games. It's pretty good.
I'm going to say they're going to do a 500 gigabyte for $249.99, and then the 1 terabyte for $300. And I'll say that both will include a game and maybe the 1 terabyte will have the Elite controller.
Ooh, I don't know. The Elite control. How much would they bundle the 1 terabyte with the Elite?
With the Elite, maybe $349.
Oh no, I think they would do $400 with a game. Minimally. See, that's $150 for that controller.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
Seriously, and plus they said they don't have enough supplies for that Elite controller for this quarter at least.
Do you really believe that though?
Yeah, I have no idea. One thing I'm curious about is I would imagine that Microsoft. Are you okay with not having a break? We'll just go straight.
Let's go ahead.
Cool.
Yeah.
Um, I think
It's
Microsoft would
true.
really have to pimp Halo out. But more importantly, they're gonna pimp the crap out of Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider,
Oh
and
yeah, doesn't come out in the 10th or something.
yeah, and it's only I think it's a year exclusive, so they can't pimp that out again next year at this time. So to get the most sales possible, I think they would come out unless it's already out. And I don't know, like for pre-order, um, Rise of the Tomb Raider bundle. Let's see, well, Battlefront's going to be a big deal, but that's multi-platform. What I'm curious about are the Steam machines. I wonder if they're gonna. I wonder if like Dell or Alienware. Right, Dell owns Alienware now, correct?
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're gonna do anything special for picking up those Steam machines. Um, Don't forget the Steam sales, man.
Yes.
Like
yes.
5 cents. 5 cents. You get
5
the whole
cents
Bioshock
for
bundle.
yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It should be interesting, man. It really should.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so funny. Like I love video games. I really do. But sometimes I catch myself more fascinated in video game marketing and development and stuff like that than the actual games themselves sometimes. One thing I've been working on is, completing games. And sometimes the most exciting part, for me, admittedly, in the past couple of years is getting hyped up for a game, buying the game, playing it, for a couple days and then not playing it because I've lost interest. And I don't want to do that anymore. A game that's happening to, but not because I've lost interest, because Brainal happened and that took up a lot of time, is Metal Gear. I really need to get back into that.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
But yeah, that's. I wonder how long it would really take me to do Soma, if we weren't doing it for the site, And it feels good
That's
to
true.
complete games.
Definitely does.
Yeah.
You ready for question of the week?
Yes.
All right. So I was thinking about this all this week because I don't want to run out of content. So it's going to be pretty simple,
Cool.
but I think it's going to invoke some thought. And it's quite simply put, for any game that you've ever played. Now, this has to be a game that you have played.
To completion,
No.
but enough to know.
Enough to know.
Okay.
Okay. For any game that you have played, if you can obtain a weapon from any of these games,
You are heartless. You know that.
one weapon that you are able to wield with complete mastery and no restrictions, which weapon would that be?
And it has to be like a weapon you can hold in your hands. Not we're excluding like Final Fantasy summons.
Right, that's magic. That's I'm talking about
Oh,
physical.
so all magic. Okay.
I'm talking about a physical weapon.
Could it be a mechanical weapon that has magic elements to it? Like like a sword that was a magical sword.
No, I'd say just strictly non-magical.
So a weapon that could exist in this world.
Yes.
Okay. Oh man. Oh man. Non-magical. Wait, hold up. Okay, here's one
Okay.
more question. One more question is this. Could it be technologically based even though it's not considered magic?
Yes. So if you're saying like,
I know exactly what I want.
No.
okay, go ahead.
Portal gun.
Yeah. Okay. I had a feeling that you were going to say that.
Oh man, you know how lazy I could be? I could take a crap from my bed. I could just
my God.
wake up, crap in my bed, I could. Oh, that'd be so awesome. I'm gonna have to go with portal gun.
Well, I mean, the same exact thing is what I was going to choose.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so we're in sync with that one.
We're like Atlas and Peabody.
So I think not only can it be used as a weapon, but also as a helpful tool for
To
you.
not have to get up. I wouldn't use it as a weapon.
Well, yeah. Whatever you want, man.
Strangely, like, I'm thinking about the portal gun, it makes me want pizza. Because I feel like, because I'm like thinking, what could I use a portal gun for? I'm like, I could get pizza right now.
Go pick it up
We
instead
could
of...
do illegal things, man. Like, we can,
Oh, man.
we can just break into, like cupcake places.
Cupcake places.
Can you imagine that?
Of
A
all things,
heist?
cupcake places.
Cupcake heist?
Did you say a cupcake hut?
Heist.
Heist.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Man.
We be stealing all the yoo-hoo.
Oh.
We'll just have a running portal in the yoo-hoo factory.
Dude, but you know how cool... This is how cool the portal gun would be. This would be the best part. If we could somehow work it this way. That means if at any point we want to hang out, we could just do it.
Straight up, be like, yo,
Let's go to let's go to the arcade in Chinatown.
hey, bam.
Let's go pay for that dinner. That you know?
Yes.
Man.
Apparently, the sound of my portal gun is broosh. That's what I just said.
Yeah. What does a portal gun really sound like? It's like
Something like that.
oh man. What else would I do? What else would I do with a portal gun?
What else wouldn't do? I mean, there's nothing you can't do.
I'm trying to think. Oh, that would make walking my dog simple. just
Every use of this portal gun is for you to expel waste.
yes. Without me having to move.
To input
Food.
and expel waste.
Yes. What else? Oh, that'll be so. Yes.
You'd be able to reach into your lungs and scoop out all the phlegm you got.
All those fluids.
The fluids. Yes, the fluids.
I like that question. That's a good question.
Good.
I'm glad we came up with the same thing, though.
Yeah, no, it was without a doubt. I was thinking about. I was like, "There's nothing else that I want except for a portal gun." I can't think of anything else.
See, I was thinking about other things, but again, it's for the same reason, just to let me be more lazy, like Batman's grappling hook, but just to get me from one room to another. You know. Yeah. I hope. Yeah, I feel very good about that answer. I can't think of anything else that, even with other things, I'm like, oh, that would have been cool, but no, I'd rather have a portal gun.
Yeah, I agree.
That's cool. That's a good question.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I think that's about it, man. I don't have much. I think we talked about a lot of good stuff. And can I just say what a relief it is, again, not to have Giggles here?
I completely forgot.
Yeah.
I can't wait to take this up.
Just breathe it in. Just...
It's even being sick with phlegm in my lungs, it's still more refreshing.
It is.
Than with clean air and Giggles. Because he just farts.
Yeah, you're going to have to... why don't you make that our outro? A symphony of his farts.
No, it's too much work. Too tired. Yeah, so let's see. So far we've been playing. We've got Soma going.
Wait. Do you want to give him a call? And do you want to pretend that we're starting the podcast?
No, I'm too tired.
Oh, man.
I'm too tired.
Do it for the site, though.
Oh, man. Oh, why are you... Oh, okay. Hold on. Here's the best part about Giggles. You'll hear it in a second. This is the best part about him.
Because after being a pirate,
it's so
I could
Giggles.
Totally,
Oh, Lord. You know, I just want to, for the record, say that it's been nice having this whole thing, and I have not cursed once, but I think that's about to change. Hold on, let me find him. He's definitely not under friends. Let's see. Too many contacts. And you are about to see why he's so special.
Okay.
Has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
Oh. I'm guessing his phone is dead. Anyway, he clearly doesn't have a typical ring. It's that one. It's classical music.
He's got a call tone.
Yeah, it's like, please. What does she say? Like, please enjoy this music while your party is being reached.
Oh my God! It's from like the early 2000s.
The thing is, I don't know if he still has. I don't know if he remembers, because there's no way he would know. You know. Oh man, that would have been.
Oh, we have to find a way to change that for him, and to put some, I don't know, something.
Oh, I know a song.
Which one?
The one that we introduced him to while we played Destiny.
Oh no, we can't talk about that. Yeah, no, we can't. I can't help it. Oh, and I think with that we should end it.
So lightheaded. All right,
you good to end it?
Yes.
Why'd you take us away?
Okay, everybody. Thanks for joining us on the Brainal Podcast. It's been episode 6. Again, this was November 6th, 2015. And stay tuned again for next week. And hopefully, again, it would just be Frozen and myself. And that's all that matters.
That's it, man.
Yeah. The truth is, Giggles was actually with us this whole time. I just completely cut him out. Actually, I'll put his voice in randomly throughout the thing. Just at the most weird times. So if you listen up to this point, keep in mind anything you heard from Giggles today from this episode was not really him live. But it was still better than him live.
Yes.
All right. Frozen. Awesome.
Jepi. Awesome. Peace.
Peace.